Hello and welcome back to another episode of World War II History and Reenacting. Today we are hunting for buried treasure in Norway, and at this remote location there was a lot of German military activity during the Second World War. Let's go uncover some buried history. I stumbled upon an area littered with relics and my metal detector went wild. The first find of the day, besides a piece of aluminum scrap, was this shattered porcelain bowl. Unfortunately, this was the only piece. Notice the tiny edge of the German eagle. That was unfortunate. Right next to my first find, I found this spent red flare gun cartridge made from brass, which I believe was intended for the German Navy, and it's actually quite rare. Then, I found this box made from zinc. How incredible is that? After close to 80 years in the ground, the paper label is still in place and in fairly good condition considering. It's a very rare box for 20 red colored Sternsignalpatronen, or star flares for flare guns. The label tells us that this box of flares was made in January of 1918 in Spandau, Germany. Then finally, another piece of shattered porcelain bowl, but this time with the eagle intact. This is actually a piece from a Norwegian produced bowl. During the occupation of Norway, a Norwegian firm called porcelain produced porcelain articles for the German Wehrmacht. In the same hole I found some 35mm film, but to my disappointment there was no exposures on it. Then I started finding a hoard of mine-related items in very good condition, and it gave me a great indication of what types of mines was utilized in the area. These are bakelite transport covers for the main fuse well of the German S-Mine 35. Here are some bottom transport plugs for the most popular S-Mine fuse, the S-Mine Fuse 35. These I'm not sure about, but most likely just a different version of the previous mine fuse plug. I believe these are safety pins for the DZ35 pressure fuse. This one even has the pull string from when arming the mine. When arming mines with these fuses, the safety pin was pulled out from a safe distance and behind cover using a piece of string. Safety pins for the popular S-Mine fuse, the S-Mine Fuse 35. Notice that these are much shorter. Here are some even smaller safety pins. These belong to the fuses noted below. These are transport caps used on a lot of different German mine fuses, like the ones noted below. I found a lot of bottles. I kept on finding safety pins and transport caps for mines. This is a broken bakelite container for 10 Losantine tablets, and an orange gas decontamination bottle that was to be used by the German soldier to decontaminate and neutralize after a gas attack. Here are some more finds, including personal items, shell casings, glass objects, and what's left of a pocket watch. This is a piece of pre-war Norwegian military porcelain. Part of a German soldier's board game and a piece of uniform rank dress. Here is a belt hook for the German uniform internal suspenders. Well, that's all for now. I hope you all enjoyed this little treasure hunt, and until next time, auf Wiedersehen.